There are a lot of misconceptions about lawyers, and one of them is that you'll end up with less money if you hire an attorney to help with your case. Today, Colorado's best attorney is here to prove us wrong. But first, Phil Harding has been a super lawyer 6 years in a row, voted one of the top 100 trial lawyers in Colorado 8 years in a row, AV-rated attorney, which is the highest rating, and a member of the million and multi-million-dollar Advocates Forum. He is live with us now. Can I touch you? So many accolades there.
Well, you know,
You're
we
amazing.
are here to talk about some things and go over a lot of good stuff, questions that I get.
Yeah. Well, one of the biggest questions is, am I going to lose money from hiring an attorney, right?
Yeah, that is a great question. So, and I'm going to answer that question right now. I'm going to say yes, if you hire an attorney, you will get more money. And let me give you an example. I'm going to go over a real life example. And really, this is like if you're in an auto accident or injured on the property of another, you go to the ER just once. Now, again, most cases you have much more treatment, but just as a baseline, let's look at this. And so let's say you go to the ER once and the emergency room bills $7,500. If you have health insurance, Medicaid or Medicare, they always come back and they say, hey, we have a contracted rate. There may be a bill of $7,500, but we, the health insurance, pay $3,000. So let's assume, again, just here's a very basic, easy assumption, that you get 2 times your medical. So again, you send this medical bill over to the other side and you get $6,000, right? 2 times $3,000. Now let's go through the same attorney if you have an attorney. First, I want to talk about, and we go through this all the time, the collateral source doctrine.
What is that?
Well, first of all, you can go back, look at other shows and see it, but the collateral source doctrine says if a collateral source, namely your health insurance, reduces the amount of a bill, you don't have to show that to the other side. You've been paying for years and years and years for this health insurance, Medicaid or Medicare, and so the other side doesn't get to see this reduction. So now you would redact or cover up what you send to the other side. So you would send that $7,500, you would cover up, not just with a line, but it would be totally redacted to the other side's insurance company. And so here you are, there's a billed $7,500, and that's the contracted rate. You don't show the insurance paid of $3,000, you don't show the reduction of $4,500. Same scenario, $7,500 billed, you get 2 times medical, so now you get $15,000, but you may have to pay back the $3,000.
So when do you have to pay back the $3,000?
Okay, and the $3,000 is the health insurance. Remember, the health insurance paid that back, so they have a right to subrogate and get that back. If you settle your case, or if you go to trial, you may have to pay back the $3,000, but now there's another law. If you hire an attorney on a contingency fee, you get to deduct how much you are paying back by the same percentage of attorney's fees and cost. This is called subrogation, and we apply something that's known as the Colorado's Make-Whole Law. And essentially what it says, a lot of words here, you can look at it, but I want to jump forward. It says you get to deduct the amount, the proportional share of attorney's fees and costs. So if you hire an attorney and he's on a third contingency fee, if the health insurance wants back $3,000, you get to take a third off of that. You're paying the attorney a third, so you get to reduce a third. So now that $3,000 that you have to pay back is $2,000. I think we have another graphic here so that we can compare just on this one scenario, whether you go through yourself or whether you go through with an attorney. So here it is, again, yourself, 2 times meds, there's $6,000. You have to pay back that $3,000 because you don't have an attorney, and so you get to net $3,000. Now an attorney, again, 2 times med, you use collateral source doctrine to only send the $15,000. You may have to pay back that $2,000, and I say may because there's another thing that I can help you with. Take out the attorney's fees, and now you're getting $8,000 instead of $3,000. So I want to go over one other thing. And let's
so let me clear this up. You get, if you use the lawyer, you get $8,000 back. If you do not use the lawyer, you get $3,000.
Yeah, and that's just on this one scenario, right? Where you only went to the ER once.
Right.
Obviously, you're going to have more treatment. It's going to be much more dramatic than that. But I want to talk about something else. That $2,000, everyone has on their car something that's called MedPay. So if you have that, I want people to use their health insurance first and then their medical payments second. And here's the reason why. You may have to pay back health insurance, but your medical payments on your car, you don't have to pay that back. There's no right for subrogation. So when you look at this, again, you play this properly, you follow an attorney's recommendations, you get $15,000. Again, the $2,000 that you may have to pay back to your health insurance, you use your med pay from your car insurance to pay that back. You take out that $5,000 as well, so now you're really getting $10,000 versus getting $3,000 if you don't hire an attorney.
Right.
I mean, there are all these laws that you can use that are just stacked on top of each other that really shows you graphically how hiring an attorney, first of all, takes care of all the problems, and second of all, puts more money in your pocket.
Absolutely. I mean, just from having interviewed you over the last 5 to 6 years, I've learned so much that I wouldn't know. So you have to use an attorney, in my opinion.
Yeah, go out and interview 3 different attorneys, see which one works best for you. There's no fee, no obligation. If an attorney says, I'm going to charge you to come in just to talk to you about the case, go to someone else.
Yeah,
But
call Phil.
Yeah, talk to other attorneys and see who will work for you and what they'll do.
All right, and if you have any questions for our legal expert, go to kwgn.com. Click on Colorado's Best. You're going to see Phil Harding's photo on the right. Just click there, send in your questions, and he will answer each question personally and confidentially. And to reach Harding and Associates directly, call 303-762-9500. You can also get a free consultation anytime, and you can find him online at hlaw.org. Coming up on Colorado